Mediterranean Dialogues is an event that brings leaders, diplomats together from all over the world, from the Middle East, from Europe, and they have to confront each other and start to know each other. They have to dialogue. Today, we want to go a step further. We want to have the emotions. We want to bring you in contact with emotions, and we'll do it with a very, very special person, with Aeham Ahmad. Aeham Ahmad, probably you know him as the pianist of the Yarmouk camp, and he now lives in Germany, and we'll link up with him. Aeham, good evening, and thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Great to see you all.
That's wonderful. I mean, now to see you with a piano, which is for you indispensable, but to see you in that kind of setting, it took a long, long time and a lot of suffering. You have become world famous for one video and one song, and you had a piano, wasn't this one, and you were wearing a green shirt. You were in the Yarmouk camp, that is the camp, the Palestinian camp in Damascus, that everybody will remember. Could you go back to that moment when you were playing the piano on the street? What did music mean to you? You said music was beauty. I had to play.
Yeah, this was in my memory very have a lot of tasting and a lot of thought. I remember in this day when I remember that tired from back to carry the water, because we don't have water in this day. I remember the fight between Marwan and Niraz Saeed, who should push the piano more, because we was three young guys and one guy, he was making photo. I remember Niraz, he made this video
and
this
first
photo.
First of all, you have to say that was 2012, 2013, 2014. Yeah. That was Syria, and the war was terrible. And there was also Daesh, ISIS. So you were in that kind of situation.
No, it was not looks like that. In 2012, have war, sure, but we don't have IS in this time. The IS come to Yarmouk camp in the end of 2014. We have Assad, and it's bombing the camp was, to speak it clearly.
And you wrote, you kept on playing. What did music mean to you in that moment where you could lose your life any second, but you kept on playing? Why?
Yeah, because we die anyway. A lot of people dying in Yarmouk camp, more than 160 people dying from hunger because the regime, the Assad regime, closed all Yarmouk camp. We don't have water, we don't have food. And in this time, really, we don't have IS. IS come in the end and make everything more horrible. It's keep me great and fresh to play piano, because I have a lot of great community was supporting me, young guy behind me. Sure, I was only in the photo, but a lot of people support me, and also my family was big part of this support. Without my family, without all this beautiful community was behind the piano, I can make nothing.
But tell me, why was it so important for them to hear you play the piano while they were getting bombed and they had to worry about staying alive? Why was it so important for them that you would play?
Yeah, for all of us, piano was a piece of peace and symbol of peace. And this was really our motivation to go on. The music, it was our... The light in the end of this darkness, because nothing was good, nothing was fine, and we die maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow, and you begin think about small things make you happy, and the piano was the only one make everybody hear it happy, maybe me and the children and the young people behind the piano.
Would you play us the piece that made you, let's say, famous because of that video of that where you are playing in the streets destroyed by war? There's you with this tiny piano and you are playing I Forgot My Name.
للمجد الذي كان فلسطيني فلسطيني أنا سوري أنا سوري سعدي أنا سوري. الزمان عند ربطة خبز وهنا توقف الزمان عند صندوق مؤمن وهنا توقف الزمان عند ربطة خبز وهنا توقف الزمان عند صندوق مؤمن يا تاسي
Thank you. Thank you, Aeham. Now, I'll ask you, though, to explain, because I don't speak Arabic, and I just noticed that the music is very dramatic and the song is very desperate. Take us back then. When did you write this song, and how was it written? Because it has a meaning.
Yeah, I don't write the text. Friend of me, his name Zakaria Al-Khatib, he write this text for his wife. She died 2 days before because the soldier don't allowed her to get out from Yarmouk to get birth. And she fall down in the street and die. And he came with a small piece of paper and he write, I forget my name, forget my remember, forget my dream. And I was so stupid in this day, and I tell him, oh, it doesn't work, this is not good text. And he tell me this story behind, and I was so sorry for him and for me, because it was horrible situation also in Yarmouk camp. We was under siege and all that. And I tell him, I will do that song for your wife and for all of us. And I sing, forget my name, forget my remember, and I add Palestinian, because we are Palestinian refugee in this camp. We are since 1948 living in this camp. Sure, we are
So you
living
were
in a lot of
already
camps.
born a refugee.
Yeah, now the second time refugee in Germany.
And once you wrote this song, but he gave you the song and you put the music, which is what you added to it. And how did that music come out? Where did you inspire? I mean, what was the inspiration behind it?
The inspiration behind it is empty eyes, how he came to me, and how he was really desperate. And also, all of us, I also was losing a friend of me because he died from hunger shortly before, 2 or 3 days before, when I composed this piece. The whole angry and shouting from inside of the soul, it came with this with this sad theme, and also inspiring more me. This is to play it in this day. The whole situation when we make this video, it was also when you look to the place how destroyed, you begin thinking about this beautiful memory before the war and how everything destroyed, and you begin feel angry from inside and feeling lost. And this is what I try to bring with the music.
And when you played this song, did your friend, the doctor who had lost his wife, did it help him to overcome his grief?
I don't think it's helped him, but it was part of the way how he can communicate with the situation. Maybe to write for her, to speak with her. I don't think he is fine now. He is living in another camp in near Idlib, and the situation also there very horrible. They living in tents under rain, and the situation is really horrible. And this doesn't give him a lot, this song, but it was part of the communication.
But for you, writing these songs, putting into music your feelings, did that ease the pain?
Yeah, I think it's also for me, because I was playing this piece for him and for myself. It's give me a lot of, you feel empty in such a situation, and the music, it's fill you, and this is pain, it's horrible and horrible feeling, and this is the music, it's take you to place you can overcome. I am not sure for Ziad how the situation, but the music, it's bring me to the place to overcome the pain.
Aeham, in one interview, you said that you wanted music for you is beauty, and when they destroyed your piano, you kept on playing. You had another one. I mean, for you, it was important to keep on playing music. Could you explain to us what it meant to you then? Go back those 5 years when you were still in Yarmouk. What did music mean to you, and why was it so important?
The music, it's back to not only for me, it was also for the community important. After when they destroyed the piano, also the young girls, they came again and knocked the door and asked me to play again. And I found this is so important for them. Sure, after destroying the piano, I begin think a lot about to not put my family in danger, sure, because IS in 2015, when they destroyed my piano in my birthday for 17
Who
of
destroyed
April.
your piano? Could you remember that?
IS.
And why?
Yeah, IS destroyed my piano because they destroyed all the country. It's not only the piano, and they hate the beauty, and they say the music is forbidden and all that blah blah blah. But I think it doesn't mean nothing.
And you kept
It's
on
only
playing.
I kept on playing with the keyboard because it was easy to carry and easy to run.
And you knew
yeah,
that
sure, you should to run
with a keyboard, but you knew that meant that you could be killed. The first time they destroyed your piano, next time they could have killed you or your family.
Yeah, sure. It was also the first time when they catch me, they will kill me because I ran away after when they begin fire the piano. And with help of my friend Marwan and my father, I am live now. Yeah, dying, it's or still life or die, it's not so important was for us in this time. It was, yeah, anyway, you will die. You will die from hunger, you will die from thirsty, you will die from bomb. Yeah, it's, yeah, I don't need to say, ich bin mutig. In German, we say,
I'm courageous.
Courage or some things. Yeah, I am not courage, but it was really the community, you know, without those young girls come to the home after when they're firing the piano and ask me to sing, and yeah, they come and smiling and they are hungry and they don't eat since 3-4 days, but they come to the door and knock and yeah, we need to sing Yarmouk miss you and all those songs. And you begin think about what such an energy, why I should to destroy it with my stupid thing about maybe I will die. We will die together, you know. When we are 5-6 people dying together, it's fine, but I don't need to die alone. This is also the whole things, how it's become about death and life for your mind.
You wrote one song for one of those girls that was killed while she was listening to your music, Zainab. Could you play it for us?
She was singing with us. Yeah. Time passing, and it's Zainab, she was singing with us and was shot near the piano.
Aeham.
Thank you.
Who was Zainab, Aeham? Could you tell us who this little girl was?
Yeah, Zainab was little girl, 11 to 12 years old. She lost her father during the war also because he was killed in 2013, I think, or in the beginning of the end of 2012. And the mother, she was every time hiding this news from Zainab, and she say for him, here, he is sick and he is outside from Yarmouk to recover. Zainab was one of the group, 10 people, 10 young girl and boys singing, and we call it the Blossom of Yarmouk. We have the band name Blossom of Yarmouk, and we were singing together a lot of songs I composed for the group, and she was standing near the piano, and the sniper decided to kill her, maybe to kill me or to kill everybody. Sniper, a stupid soldier, I don't know from who. Yeah, because in 2014 we was between the groups. This is mean the army of Assad closing the way to Yarmouk. We have beginning of the time of the Jabhat al-Nusra was inside Yarmouk, and the Freedom Syrian Army. We was really playing the piano and the music in the destroyed street and between the fights. I don't take the children to the dangerous place, but was all our life dangerous. This is what I should to explain. And yeah, she was near the piano. We was singing Yarmouk Miss You. This is wonderful song. I compose it in major for the children. Everybody sing his piece of the song. And suddenly the blood was everywhere. And it's horrible time for me. I still remember this. Sometime when you come to Germany and you have all this time to think about and to be relax in your mind, all this bad remember and bad memory, it came. But it's very, very important for me to tell about those stories, what happened in Syria, and it still happen until now. To the people understand why it's, maybe we should to change some things.
You said you were playing Yarmouk, I Miss You, which is another song you wrote then. And could you play that and tell us then what the words mean and why you wrote it in those days?
Yeah. Yarmouk Miss You, I will play it, and after I will explain some things. شعبي الغالي يا مهجر بكفي برا تتمرمر يلا عودوا يا أحباب بكفينا طال الغياب يا شعبي الغالي يا مهجر بكفي برا تتمرمر يلا عودوا يا أحباب بكفينا طال الغياب سوريا عيونها عم تبكي بتسأل ليش تركوني شعبي صفدوا لوبيا والجاعوني وعن شارع حيفا طمنوني ويلي قاعد بإتسيا كلنا منحبك يا خيا ويلي قاعد وين ما كان كلنا منحبك يا خيا ويلي قاعد بإيطاليا كلنا منحبك يا خيا ويلي قاعد وين ما كان كلنا منحبك يا خيا
Well, it's the first joyous song that I hear from you.
Yeah. This is why it's joy, because it's made for the children, and it's make me really happy when I play it. And I remember this sweet children, how they was, everybody make the rhyme of the song, and somebody singing about his mom, and somebody singing about his grandmom, and somebody he sing about his uncle to come back to Yarmouk. The text was very flexible. it was only 2 part of text fix. يا شعبي الغالي يا مهجر بكفي برا تمرن. Please come back to Yarmouk. Please, when you come back, the life will be better, and looks like that. We should to speak about Yarmouk was more than 700,000 people living in Yarmouk, and during the siege it was only 60,000. 60 to 70,000, and the people missing the neighbors and the relative, and this is what the message of Yarmouk misses you. Please come back to Yarmouk. And yeah, it was so nice song, and suddenly it's bring also wonderful memory how I was playing that in the street before when Zainab shot. And it's also bring me this is day where she was near the piano and shot. But this is, we should speak about, we have more than 25,000 of children killed in the Syrian war, and this is big number. It's not only Zainab.
It's a whole generation.
Yeah.
And in your songs, there is another song that you wanted to play, Abu the Waterman. It's a descriptive song of the situation, because you had no water. You had to go and fetch the water, and going to fetch the water is a very dangerous affair when you're under siege, when you can get shot. So once you have to go to get the water, you don't know if you come back. And so you wrote this song for one man who had to carry these water canisters for his whole family.
Yeah.
Can we please hear it?
I will play it. Yes.
So this is the song for the waterman who runs and has to carry heavy weights during the war.
Yeah.
Now,
and this is also the music. How it's running sometime and sometime it's slowly, and I try to make his movement in the music.
Because he runs when he has to get under cover, and he's slow when he's got the heavy weight of the water.
Yeah, really.
In August 2015, you decided that it was too dangerous to stay in Yarmouk, and you decided to leave. Do you remember?
Not really decide.
Sorry?
It's not really decide. You found the way to get out.
But when did you think that you had to leave? Because it is also a decision that you have to take. When did you say, I have to get out?
After 1 month of the siege, and you begin to see the people of 3-4 months in 2012. In the end of 2012, the people begin dying, and I have a small child, his name Ahmad. He was fresh born, 3 years. And I have family, I have my father and my mother, they are old. And you put all the family in risk because they were staying with me. This is mean I am not only alone was in Yarmouk. You begin think about you should to go out from here and help yourself and your family. And I don't found way. I don't found way. Only this was the way. After when IS enter, was a lot of possibility for the young people where they appear in such a looks like international news or looks like this. They get help to get out from Yarmouk camp.
But how did you get out?
I get out with paying a lot of money for the soldier, and this was help with a friend from Hamburg, Monica Fabricius. She helped me and support me with some money to get out from Yarmouk because this was only the way to get out. From Yarmouk to Damascus, we was talking, and after I walk, and it was so dangerous, to Turkey. After that, I come by boat to Germany with the Balkan road. Yeah.
And how long did that journey take you?
Between 4 months, 3-4 months, yeah, around that time. And 2,500 kilometers.
And that is a terrible journey as well. Even there, you saw people dying.
Yeah.
And from that journey, even then, music came out. Could you play us medley? Because medley is music from the east and the west. That is when you pass through. Yeah. You go from one place to the other. And then explain to us what the journey meant to you.
Yeah, it's the journey. It's meant with also this is piece how I was studying in the conservatorium and playing all those beautiful classic pieces for Mozart and Beethoven and Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff and Bach, and how I was also during the Syrian war. I never used this music because my community, they don't understand. This is harmony, and they have different taste of the music. The Oriental music is different from classical music. And also my journey to come to Europe, it was also kind of a transform for me from where I was and where I will go to be. And
you wanted to reach Germany, right?
Yeah, I want to reach a safe place. It maybe was the first place in Grecian, but was they push everybody from Grecian land to the next land, and this was Serbia, Macedonia, Hungary, and yeah, everybody push you to arrive to Germany. This is mean you don't have really a chance. In 2015 was Frau Merkel. She said, "Wir schaffen das," and was the border was open, and every land was pushing the refugee to the next, and was the last Austria, and they tell you would like to stay here or to go to Germany, and you see 95% from the people was decide to go to Germany, not to stay in Austria. The first decision where you really get to say, I will stay in Austria or to go to Germany was in Austria.
Tell me, when was the first time that you felt safe?
Yeah, maybe when I arrived to Grecianland, I have wonderful journalism from Rai TV. I remember him. He came there and he say, "Oh, wonderful. I know you from the videos. Tell me about, did you feel safe now?" I tell him directly, I feel safe when I see my wife and my children. And this is what happened in 2018 with help with a lot of German, 2016 with a lot of support from the German friend and the German community here. It's take only 1 year to bring my wife and my boys to Germany. And we was living in Wiesbaden. And in this day when I meet him in Frankfurt airport and I see they are safe in Germany, I feel safe. Before that, I never feel safe.
Well, I want to ask you also how it is then now living there in Germany. But please play first medley.
Yeah.
This is medley and Eastern and Western music combined.
Yeah.
But how much you came to Germany 2015, and you were, let's say, already famous because of the video of Yarmouk. How much has that video helped you, and even being a musician, an artist, that was important in your life now in Germany? How much has that helped you?
It's helped me a lot with Sure, the video during the Syrian war was really horrible for me because it's put me in every list, in the every blacklist. IS need me, and the regime in Syria, the Syrian regime need me. But when I come to Europe, the video helped me a lot, and those not only the video, was a lot of videos before this video with the green T-shirt, but this is what the video of Niraz Saeed in very good quality. Sure, we should speak about Niraz Saeed. He's killed in the secret police present in 2018 because he made those videos.
He is the friend who, the photographer, the filmmaker who filmed you.
Yeah, Niraz Saeed. He was catched in 2016. He also need to get out from Yarmouk, and they kill him in the secret police in 2018. We spoke about more than 65,000 prisoners in Syria was killed in the same way. Also, my brother, we don't know anything about him since 8 years. Yeah, and this is
and he was
video
killed because of the video that he made of you, because.
Not only the video, because he was photographer in Yarmouk. He have a lot of photos, more than thousands of photos. When you Google the name of Niraz Saeed, you see all his photos. It's showing the whole community in Yarmouk camp and south of Damascus. And he making a lot of videos and make newspapers, and this is the reason why they catch him, because it's not allowed to be free newspaper in Yarmouk or in Syria.
Are you still in touch with the people from Yarmouk that have been so important to you? Do you know where they are now?
Yeah. It's very important for me to be in touch with them. They are in a lot of places, somebody in Turkey, somebody in the secret police, not secret police. I am not in the contact with the guys in the secret police, but I know about them. And a lot of guys and families in Deir al-Baluth. This is also another camp from tent. It's not really camp, looks like Yarmouk camp. Near Idlib, living in very horrible situation now. The winter, it's coming. This is the third or fourth number of winter came to those people in very horrible way, and they still living in such a situation. Nothing changed for him. And I'm still in contact with Abu Mahmoud. I'm still in contact with Ziad, the man with the forget my name. Yeah, and they ask me for help, and I try to help, but what we can do, it's really a horrible situation. The only help they can get out from Syria. After 9 years, we don't found any situation to really bring the peace for those people.
You said that they can't get out. I mean, when you went, it was easy.
Yeah.
I would like that you tell me, what is your impression of Europe, of the Europe you have met? You first landed in Greece, then you were in Germany, where you found also a home, you could bring your family.
Yeah.
But now things have changed. How do you feel? If I would ask you, describe me Europe, what would you say?
When I need to describe it in my eyes, as Pianist and Aeham Ahmad, Europe, it's so great for me because it's helped me and bring my family, the German community here, helped me to be also more famous, to play concert every day before Corona, and to make income from music. But when I tell it in the another eyes of Syrian guy, Europe, it's horrible, and a lot of people can bring the family together. Because the bureaucracy, it's impossible. You should wait sometime 4 years or 5 years to bring your family. And the family living in such a situation in the camps looks like Deir al-Baluth or near the border in Turkey. You can sit 3 days there. And how the family can sit there for 4 or 5 years. And when you speak about another nationality, refugee from Africa, this is catastrophe for him. Europe doesn't make anything because he is not allowed to get Azul Antrak in Europe. And this is the 3 level of Europe. The level of music, everywhere welcome, all the concert open for you and you can play because maybe I am famous or that. But I don't need to speak about this exception. Europe, it's make a lot and it's filled with a lot of things.
Because you have music and you can also communicate, so people are not afraid of you. But people who live in a camp, they can get angry. What happens to persons who have to wait for 1, 2, 3, 4 years? What happens to their minds?
Yeah, sure. They have a lot of mentality problem. A lot of people really try to kill himself. Imagine father, he have 5 children in Aleppo, and he's waiting in Frankfurt or in Wiesbaden in Hans-Bredow-Straße in the camp. He can live in peace, but all his mind with his children in Aleppo or in another place, he can live. And this guy, he killed himself. He threw himself from the 5 floor, and he can't complete the life because he get this question from his family: what happened and why you don't help us? Please bring us to the peace. And he begin thinking what he can do. He should wait and wait and wait and wait, and in the end he can go on with the life, and he kill himself. This is one story in our camp in Hans-Bredow-Straße,
where you surely know, I mean, many politicians in many countries in Europe, they say, now we can't take more refugees. Enough is enough, because we can't manage. And what would you tell them? What would be an argument to make them say again what Merkel said, wir schaffen das?
Yeah. I think we don't need, I am living in Germany, but I don't need to give the good example about Germany. But in Germany, it's really they make it. Merkel, wir schaffen das. She don't make all the work. Everybody, the community here support the refugee. We have more than 350,000 people working in the system, paying Steuer, taxes. I pay Steuer, everybody working in Germany, from the refugee and the German and everybody, also foreigners, paying Steuer. And this is good for the country. The country can recover in very good way and can support the people in the time of Corona. Yeah,
because this is about coronavirus. I mean, you are still composing now, and you're working also, and you met a German composer, Edgar Knecht. But before we introduce Edgar Knecht, I would like that you play us something that you have composed in Germany now, the recent pieces.
Wonderful. وهنا عند منحدرات التلال نفعل ما يفعل السجناء، ما يفعل العاطلون عن العمل، نربي الأمل ونحصي شهداءنا ونحصي جرحانا. وهنا عند منحدرات التلال منحدرات التلال وهنا عند منحدرات التلال يا وطني يا وطني
So tell us about this song.
Take me home. Every time when you wake up in the morning and you remember the whole situation and what happened, and I look to my children and thinking about the future for my children and thinking about what happened with me, the whole darkness and happy together. It came with this very full music. And Take Me Home also how I can see the country from far away. And the whole communication of come back or stay there. Sure, I am Palestinian refugee in Syria. This is mean I don't have any chance in Syria. When Syria getting fine and build again, yeah, maybe the Syrian people will come back. But what about the Palestinian refugee living there? We have more than 750,000 Palestinian refugee living in Syria. What about those people? And I am one of them, and
so you
I
feel
think
that you have lost your home. You have lost your home forever.
Really, yeah. This is what I feel, and this is what Take Me Home. It's still a lot of angry and darkness, and also happiness, because I found a new home at least for my children. Ahmed and Kinan and Sarah. I have 3 children now, and I'm so glad they speak German and they found a friend here in the German community. And maybe it will be for me, Yarmouk camp here in the heart, and Palestine in the mind, and Syria also in the another heart. But for my children, it's all that will not mean nothing. When you ask Ahmed and Kinan about Yarmouk camp, they say, oh, where is this? Syria, it's only bomb and, yeah, they remember the war of Syria. But they don't remember the sweet.
When you tell them about Yarmouk, what do they tell you?
Yeah, they say, oh, there it's a bad place, and sometimes they watch the videos in YouTube, and they say, nice, the tema, it's nice, but why you was living in such a situation? I don't explain a lot. They are 8 years and 5 years, but I write the book in German. One day they will read German and they will understand why I am here and why I bring him here.
Aeham, you know you are in Germany and you are working together with a German composer, Edgar Knecht.
I'm so glad
how
he is
did
here.
that happen and what music is coming out of this encounter? How did you meet and what is this meeting bringing you? I mean, if he can also come, wants to say something, that would be nice, but you first tell.
Sure. It was wonderful meeting in the opera house here in Kassel. I get invitation from Edgar to play one of his concerts and to meet and to discuss maybe about how we can work together. And we was preparing the project or the program for this concert was before we don't think about we will go on with that. Only was concert and we'll play it in the opera house. And I meet such an amazing composer and human, and we was talking a lot more than playing piano. And I found, he come to my heart, and we speak a lot, and we discuss,
but
and
did
sure we drink beer.
Did your music change, and did his music change? So if Edgar wants to answer that, because he is, you can call him in, and you also composed a song together. Edgar Knecht, jazz composer from Germany.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. So how did your music change?
Yeah, of course, it was a very exciting and very intense encounter with Aeham in all the terms that Aeham told musically, but in the same way, from person to person. We became friends very fast and intense. And yeah, of course, it has a big influence to the music. It was the first time that I had such an intense encounter with Syrian music and Arabian music, and the rhythms, the kind of melodies, how they are arranged and played, and so on, and. I think this has become an influence to my music, and I wrote two songs based on Arabian folk songs.
Okay, in fact, I would like to ask Aeham to play us this last song that you wrote together, and that would be our farewell. If you could play us this song.
Yeah, I will play it. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
يلي بين الأمم تنادي موت وخيم بلادي يشروا خطوا ألف وجوع قلبي تمزع بالضلوع يلي بين الأمم تنادي موت وخيم بلادي هجروا وقطفوا ألف وجوع قلبي تمزع بالضلوع
Aeham, thank you very much for your music, for your time, and I wish you good luck for your life and for your music. Thank you so much.
And also for you all. Thank you.
Thank you.